Hi, I'm Aeryn, and this is the numerology of the month. This month, it's the number 14, because when we add the 8th for August to the year, so 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2, it all adds up to 14. And 14 in numerology is traditionally the number for the scribe or the scroll. So anything that has to do with writing, articles, sending out letters, sending out emails, anything that has to do with the internet or media or research and writing, reading is going to be the theme for the month. Let's take a closer look to the 14. It consists of the 1 and the 4, and the 1 in the numerology is the consciousness. It's the number for I am. So you're becoming aware of something and of your individuality. And the number 4 is the number for the foundation. It's the ground, and it's also what gives us stability. A table needs 4 legs to be stable, and so 4 is also the kind of like the rules on which everything is moving. So combining the 1 and the 4 means that you are becoming aware, you are conscious about the foundation on which everything you do is based on. So you becoming aware of the ground, of the foundation, the rules, and what gives you stability means that you are becoming aware of your deep values, right? And so it's kind of like, so 14 is the number for where you start to question the status quo. It's you questioning your values. Am my values still valid? Because values can change. And change, 1 plus 4 is 5. And 5 is the number for change. So becoming aware and becoming conscious about what gives you a kind of a foundation, what provides your foundation in life, and what gives you the stability is bringing change. Because if your values are not in tune with how you live, or if how you live is not really in tune with your deepest values, then you make changes, right? So this month is a month of change also. Change. Number 5 is also the number for movement and action and freedom. That change is leading us to the freedom. And 14 in the Tarot is the Temperance card, and that has actually a similar meaning because the Temperance card comes after the Death card. In the Death card, we are going through a transformation. Last month, we had the number 13, which is about rebirth and our soul's transformation. It's about tapping into our divine feminine side, our nurturing and loving side, and we are going through a transformation. So now it's asking us to really question if the values if the new you, if the new version of us is really in alignment now with our new values. So it's time to change our values. And in the Temperance card, the new beliefs that you are living on, the new beliefs are being tested. So it's kind of the same meaning. You are questioning the status quo. So it's being tested if how your new self is living is really in alignment with your true and new values. And so the number 5 brings lots of change and action, and it's also the number for joy and for humor. And therefore, it's very important to be childlike. Like this card, it's the Maiden card from the Brian Froud Fairies deck. And the Maiden is actually having the same message. It's about a new beginning. It's a change that is full of hope, and it's reminding us to not forget the inner child. It's about your inner child that wants to have fun, that is full of innocence and curiosity and openness, and it's full of joy. So this is also the message for the month. It's gonna be full of changes, and there will be lots going on in the media, but the cards are saying, please, or the numerology I should say, is giving us this message to not forget the inner child. Be childlike, you have humor, and see the joy in this change, and it's leading to freedom. And so this month, things that have been difficult for us to change before is going to be more easier, because we have the 5 energy that is pushing us to change, and therefore we also have the courage to change it. So usually when it's difficult for you to, for example, change a habit, then this month it's gonna be easier to change a habit. You can get rid of a bad habit and, for example, add a new healthy habit. Because when you see how, if you check my weekly tarot, then the tarot has been giving us the message recently for weeks after weeks that a transformation is needed. So I feel like many of us are going through a change and also a soul's transformation. And so it's also asking us to change our habits and our attitudes, our way of living, our way of thinking and communicating to others. And the number 5 this month is also kind of accelerating that. In astrology, the 5th house is ruled by Leo, and Leo is very similar. It likes being on stage, and it's very full of joy. It's sharing love by giving us humor or giving us a show. And Leo is full of courage, so it's also giving us the courage to go through the different changes that are gonna come up in this month. For example, on the 12th of August, we're gonna have a huge full moon. It's a super full moon, and it's in Aquarius, and it's in 19 degrees. So 19, the 1 and the 9, it's the number for beginnings and endings. So that full moon is also gonna bring a big change. And 19 is also the number for the Prince of Heaven, which is the sun. And we need to shine bright, right? So in order to shine bright, we have to be really stable within ourselves. And the number 14 is kind of giving us the message to find our inner stability, to redefine our inner stability, which is funnily also the same message as the Temperance card. The 14th card in the tarot is about finding a new stability, an inner balance after the transformation that we've been through. And the super full moon on the 12th is in Aquarius. We are now living in the Aquarian age. The element is air. So things are going faster. Things that have taken years or decades before can be done within a very short time, maybe within a year. So we are living in the Aquarian age, meaning change is happening more rapidly. Things are changing more faster. And so that is also in connection with, sending emails and being connected via the internet, which is amazing. Things are therefore being done much more faster. And it's pushing us to leave behind the past. So the way we did things in the past are no longer valid. It has to be changed because we are new as human beings, and we want more freedom. We want more love. We want more peace. We want world peace. And for that, the society needs to change. And for society to be changed, we as individuals need to change. So therefore, the numerology lately and also the tarot is giving us constantly the message to reevaluate our values. Is it still valid for you? Are the things that you do, are the things that the city or the country that you live in, is it all in alignment with the true values of sharing and loving and peace and everybody's freedom and everybody's uniqueness. Oh, and the full moon on the 12th is in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign for being unique. And it's about the future, because the planet that rules Aquarius is Uranus. And Uranus is the planet about the future. It brings us surprising changes so that we can make big shifts toward the future. Aquarius people are very smart. And it's because they're so connected to the future. They can take in information easily. And then so they can have this vision in order to create new ways for the future. So we can expect that through this full moon, uniqueness is more valued, and also there will be an unorthodox way of things introduced. So for example, things so as I said, the past has to be left behind. So from now on, things will be introduced that are very kind of unconventional. It's a new style of living. It's a new way of thinking. And that is going to really push us as humans forward to the desired future that we all, are creating together. The symbol for Aquarius is 2 waves, and it's actually not water, because Aquarius is the element for air. And so the waves, they are actually snakes, serpents. And snakes or serpents, they're symbols for change, because they let go of the skin. So we too are being asked now to let go of our old skin and become new people, with new values, fresh ideas, new methods that are more in alignment with what we truly want. The negative expression of the number 5 is to be very dramatic and be very drawn to drama, because the number the 5th house in astrology is ruled by Leo. And as I said before, Leo loves to be on stage, and that is all good if, the energy can be expressed with lots of sharing love and humor and joy to everybody. But it can get problematic if that person or the energy can become more like, I want to be center of attention and I'm the center of the universe, or very dramatic and really drawn to drama, for example, on media or gossip and such. And so the 5 can also have a negative expression through aggression, because 5 brings with it lots of change and lots of action and movement, and that can become very irritable to some people and lead to aggressiveness. So in that case, it's very advisable to do lots of sports, like really wild sports. Rather than doing stretching or yoga, it's better to dance really wildly to music. You really sweat a lot, you run or do boxing, or the point is to really express and let out the fire inside of you. The energy that is like really stuck inside of you needs to be released. So do lots of sports if this month's energy is too intense, and if the changes that this month is bringing you is kind of too abrupt and surprising, and if you feel like you cannot handle the energy very well, then do lots of sports. The more you sweat, the more you move, the better. So all in all, I would say this month will bring lots of surprising news in the media, through the internet. You might read certain things that will inspire you to change. It's a good opportunity to really reevaluate how you live your life, how you want to live your life from now on, because the focus is on the future. The full moon, the super full moon happening this month, will really shift us and prepare us for the future, because this full moon is kind of like an accelerator or a preparation for another big celestial event in October. So from now until October, there will be lots of change. And of course, from October, there will be again like a big shift. And so I feel like the astrology, the numerology, the tarot, the divinations are kind of preparing us for this big shift. And we all need to be in alignment with our real, like, soul's true desires. And that requires us to be stable within ourselves. So go within and find your stability. The number 4 is for stability, and number 1 is you. So you can check how the rules that you live by, do they still apply, or do you want to create new rules? And also in society, it's gonna be a big chance for us this month to make big shifts in the society. And that can happen if we all work together one by one, when we go through the transformation and we live in alignment with our true yearning for freedom and love and peace and connection. And so it's very important to be flexible this month. And don't forget, we're living in the Aquarian age, so the change will come very quickly and in unexpected ways. And so we have to keep up with the energy. If the change energy is kind of too much for you, then I suggest you to do lots of sports and also turn to the internet, because number 14 is the number for internet and media, and we can all be connected through internet, which is wonderful, and we can help each other and spread the positivity and the love and the peace and stay connected. And also this month we will have lots of energy and also the willpower to change ourselves, our values, our habits, our way of life. So the theme is continuing to transform, and just like the snake, to let go of the old skin. It's time to leave behind the past. The old ways do not count anymore, and to create new, unorthodox, unconventional ways of living that includes everyone and everyone's freedom and everyone's happiness. And we can do this together. I hope that you will have a wonderful month. And if you would like to have a personal reading, then please send me an email with your name, your date of birth, and your questions. By checking your numerology, I can check your life energy, and by that I can also see if the phone number that you're currently using is in alignment with you, or the address that you're living in right now, or if you would like to set a very important date for a meeting or launch of a product, then I can also help you find the perfect date for you. Don't forget, everything will be okay. Thank you. Bye bye.